Hello everyone, this is Grandpa Hickory. What my dad ate in the Great Depression. Uh, my dad told me that they milked cows and they made cornbread. They had corn in the cornfield, and that he ate cornbread and milk. And they had a pinto bean patch and a zucchini patch. And they grew so much zucchinis that they traded them to other farmers that lived around there for different things like sugar, coffee, flour, and tea. And that there was one general store that was way out in the middle of nowhere there in West Texas. They were out the other side of Alny, Texas, way out there on a 100-acre ranch. And my dad would load things up and take them to the general store that was way out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there was dirt, there was rattlesnakes. It's West Texas, people, flatlands. And my daddy would go there, and then he would trade and barter for flour, sugar, tea, coffee, and sometimes they would actually be able to get things like, like different pots, or maybe a different pan, or even some kitchen utensils. But this is what they did in the Great Depression. And my daddy ate a lot of cornbread and milk every day of the week, along with pinto beans, cornbread, zucchini, and they raised different kinds of greens. And they would make them and they would cook them up and they would eat that too. But they had a cornfield and they had corn on the cob. And they would go out and they would kill a pig. They would slaughter it. And then they would clean it up and they butchered it real good. They made cracklings. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's some people call them pig skins. And they were like this thick, and they were like 4 inches square, 4 by 4. And they would, 4 by 2, 4 inches long, 2 inches wide. And they would cook them in the lard that they created from the pig fat, the hog fat that they had slain. And this is what they cooked with. And they had a lot of lard. And my daddy would go fishing, and he would catch a lot of fish. And they would have fish, and they grew potatoes along with their pinto beans and corn and zucchini squash and different kinds of peas that they would raise. And this is what they lived on. But my daddy would go out and he would catch all kinds of fish, and they would have fish fries on the weekend. And they would take the potatoes and they would cut them into big, about that long. They were like British chips. That's what I always call them, is chips. And they would fry them up, and they would have them with fish, and they had a big salad, and they would make potato salad because they had a lot of chickens, they had a lot of turkeys, a lot of geese, a lot of ducks, and they had geese also. And they would make potato salad, and this is what that they would have in the Great Depression. And my daddy survived, but he told me that he ate cornbread and milk more than anything else. You know, back in the 1950s, that is what me and my siblings, the rest of my family, that is mainly what we ate, was cornbread and sweet milk. We ate a lot of pinto beans, potatoes, and occasionally we'd get greens. We grew our own tomatoes and different kinds of squash. And this is what we did. But I'm telling you, people, isn't it something how people can do things to survive? Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory. I'll see you on the next video, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Goodbye from Texas.